My name is Konstantin Kalenzis, and I'm from Greece. Mr. Professor, the way you presented the problem, so-called problem, is not the right one. The problem is not of property or territory or security. The problem is that the 40% of an independent state is occupied by the Turkish troops. Nothing else.
That's it. All of a sudden in 74, they just came and the UN peacekeeping force has been in Cyprus since 64 for touristic purposes, right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You better know what
Your
happened.
age is more proper to remember.
No. It's a very... There are
I get frustrated because I get this kind of
a lot of resolutions of United Nations.
Tell me one.
Solving the problem very easy, but all rejected by Turkey.
Which one?
I don't remember the first.
You don't remember?
Of course I don't. It's not my business. Okay.
It's not your business.
No. I'm not a politician or a diplomat or a professor.
The only comprehensive solution ever been put on the table has been the Annan plan. And you know the result.
I know. Okay. So, how can I sit down and discuss with the other party when the 40% of my home, of my land, is occupied and with troops close to me? There can never be a solution like that. And why you compare same with Belgian one? Why? Belgian is there are two communities. Their only difference is the language.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. Okay.
Nothing. Why such an example?
What happened between 63 and 74? Do you remember?
I remember. Look.
You do. 3% of the island was the part that the Turkish Cypriots were forced to live in enclaves. But you don't remember.
No. I remember.
Oh, you do?
But if we start like that, we'll never end. Okay.
Okay, we start where you start, right?
But you never... No. You never reported in your excellent speech that this independent country, member of the United Nations, member of the Council of Europe, that time, not today, occupied by Turkish troops. Let's start from that.
Okay. In 74, let's start from 74.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give a good idea of the kind of issues that we will need to deal with in the coming days.
Yeah. The only thing I can tell you, we start from your date.
Yes.
Your date is the date where the Turkish Cypriots were not in the government of Republic of Cyprus because they were kicked away.
No, they decide to leave.
They decide to leave. Okay.
Yes.
Very
they
good.
decide to leave.
Very good.
Okay.
I think these are the top issues that we will need to deal, and you have a good idea.
Yes, but the audience should know the real case, not a different one.
I think there are both sides to the story, and they will have 2 days of very intensive discussions to deal with.
Okay, thank you.
Let's take one more.
Thank you very much.
I am in the audience and I would like to ask a question. How do you explain the existence of United Nations troops in Cyprus since 1963?
64.
64.
They are doing touristic business.
That is the
They're
point that I want to
Santa.
start. That is the point that I want to start this question, this dialogue, this debate. As an audience.
Thank you, Ahmet, for very informative data you gave us. I just want to remind everyone that in conflict situations we have multiple narratives and also very selective memories. So if that makes any sense to think about. Since you spoke about scenarios, I want to bring out a different scenario as well. And this is, what happened in 2002 to 2004 in the Turkish Cypriot community, where we had, I don't know, it's not working. There we go. Okay, sorry, I am always having obstacles. the revolution from below, okay, from the civil society, which was also linked to a good leadership and so on. Now we are 2012, okay, going on to 2013, and I'm wondering whether we have learned anything jointly as Greek Cypriot and Turkish Cypriot civil society, and you and I have been in this for decades, whether we can now jointly build the fourth or whatever fifth scenario where change would start from below, moving up, and also build linkages and networks with the influentials, as Donna mentioned in the morning, to transform this climate and atmosphere, at least, in our own respective community, and the role we can play, in shifting this negativity.
Thank you so much, Maria. Let me first say that I'm sorry that maybe I sort of seem like I lost myself, but I get that kind of thing a lot. The thing is, I didn't even talk about today when the Cyprus problem started or whatever. I've just started with the ongoing negotiations. But in any ways, I apologize if I sort of break your heart. But nonetheless, my ideas doesn't change on the Cyprus problem. The thing is, what Maria suggested now links pretty much with what I suggested, how we preserve this situation now, which is confidence building measures. Let me remind you that the two leaders in the last 4 years, they agreed on 25, 26 confidence building measures, and they have been implementing only a few of them. So that might be a good start. We have been part of civil society for the last 20, 30 years. You and I, you probably earlier than that. It is very difficult to move the civil society. We had a really good chance in the Turkish Cypriot side in 2001 to 2004, where thousands, 60,000 people took it to the streets saying that we want solution and EU membership and whatnot. But I think that the 2004 referendum result was a big sort of trauma for Turkish Cypriots, I think. But at the same time, the 2003 opening of the checkpoints was also a trauma for both sides. I would like to look at it in the positive sense that a lot of myths have been broken. I remember 20 years ago when the authorities didn't let us to cross to the other side. We were thinking that if we get rid of Mr. Denktash, we'll be fine. Today, the checkpoints are open. Why are people not integrating? Who prevents them? But at the same time, since some people start crossing and whatnot, they get the reality check. And I think that today people are more realistic in terms of their expectations. All we need to do now, I think, is to continue talking about the benefits of a solution, both economical as well as psychological. I mean, the amount of Cyprus problem has been eating a good part of our lives. And why am I here, spending precious time of my family talking to you? And I've been doing that for a very long time. But I think that we should continue doing that. Such institutions like EU and UNDP are providing finance, but we have to sort of increase that to be able to touch to the real lives of ordinary people. Otherwise, people are busy with their own daily routine, sucked into their own islands. I'm not talking about Cyprus. Their own islands, meaning Turkish Cypriots in their own city or whatever community, and Greek Cypriots there. I mean, what motivates somebody from Paphos, for example, or some Turkish Cypriot in Karpaz to want a united Cyprus, to want a federal Cyprus? So we need these sort of incentives. And of course, a lot has to be done by the leaders, by visionary leaders. And unfortunately, maybe partly answering your question, we haven't been having visionary leaders in Cyprus, I'm sorry to say. But mostly parochial, sort of short-sighted peasants. And I don't want to belittle peasants. Peasants in the sense that we need more cosmopolitan people who understand the world, not just Cyprus, but the bigger, let's say, region.
Okay, thank you very much.